All right. All right, y'all. Y'all know I had to get this live stream in tonight. Gonna be with you for about maybe an hour and 15 minutes. Who knows? Maybe an hour and a half. Who really knows? But guys, I'm your host, okay? My name is Coach Shelton Harrison, and you're here live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. That's right, you with the coach. And I want to give a shout out to everybody that's gonna join. Want to give a shout out to everybody that support my channel. I just want to give a shout out to all of you guys because you guys are wonderful people. You know, you guys are wonderful people, and I'm gonna see who's gonna be joining me tonight. Who's gonna come in because we're gonna get this fight talk rolling, y'all. We're gonna get it rolling, okay? And that's just the way that is. And look, the coach isn't finished his setup. God dog. I tell you, boy. I tell you. It's always something, ain't it? It's always something. But have no worries, okay? Have no worries. My man Derek Bailey is in the house. What's up, Derek Bailey? I see you. I see you in the comment thread. Thanks for joining me, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support, man. Really appreciate the support. Cause we're trying to get this thing cracking, man. Trying to get over 10,000 subs, man. I want 10,000 followers. We got a little ways to go, though. You know that? A little ways to go, but that's okay. You know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with working for what I want. My man Steve Rudolph Jr., man. What's going on, man? Steve Rudolph Jr. is in the house. He's in the building, man. My man Steve Rudolph Jr. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. PCBH is in the building. Let's just do shout outs real quick, shall we? PCBH is in the building. Derek Bailey is in the building. Of course, Derek Bailey is in the building. Why not? Derek Bailey is awesome, man. He's awesome. Derek Bailey is the man. Thank y'all for coming in, though, man. I promise y'all, man. This show, we're gonna have a lot of action in this show. This show is gonna be action packed, okay? And yeah, we're gonna do it big. And I'm gonna be inviting people into the live stream. Yeah, we are. People are gonna come in. I'm setting up the stream protocol right now, y'all. That's what the coach is doing. That's right, guys. We're gonna have fun tonight. I intend on us having fun, man. No drama, none of that, guys. We just gonna have a lot of fun. Okay? We're gonna have a lot of fun. And we're gonna talk these fights, man, because I got a little bit of stuff that I gotta get off my chest. Y'all understand, don't you? Got a few things I gotta get off my chest, man. Y'all know. Sometimes it is what it is. There we go. Oh, we good and ready now. So, folks, let me go ahead and I'm gonna cut the music and I want to talk about who I want to talk about first, okay? And we're gonna start off with Antonina, the Panther Shevchenko. She's set to fight Jaime Navarro, okay? She's set to fight Jamie Lee Navarro. It's gonna be a good fight, man. That's Queenie 784 for those of y'all that don't know her nickname. Okay, it's gonna be good. And guys, by the way, if you guys are having trouble, getting the notifications, I think you have to unsub and then resub, and then you'll get the notifications. Because I see all these subs, and it's like, most of the people they don't even get that. They don't get a notification. Okay, they don't get a notification. Why am I boycotting? No, I'm not boycotting Holmes and Nunes. I'm not boycotting them. I'm just boycotting them fighting, okay? Because it's unrealistic to assume that we need to let, Holly Holm have another title shot. I say we boycott the hell out of that fight. I say we do it because Ketlin Vieira, Ketlin is deserved a title shot, And we're going to go ahead and cut the music, guys. But I'll get into that later, okay? That's going to be third on the program, okay? First on the program, we're going to talk about, Antonina Shevchenko. We're going to talk about her and, her quest to be in the UFC. I'm pulling for both of these girls, but here's the intro video. Antonina Shevchenko.
And still champion the you just keep going. You just come over and keep going if you can. If you, it's not hard.
All right, guys. That was Antonina the Panther Shevchenko. Antonina Shevchenko. So guys, here go the thing, man. Here go the thing. So this is a short notice opponent. Okay, you got Jamie Lee Navarre. Okay, Antonina Shevchenko, because her regular opponent, Silviana Suarez, she got injured. Okay, and guys, the location, Antonina and Valentina, they're from Kyrgyzstan. Okay, Kazakhstan is that's where Triple G is from. Antonina and Valentina, they're from Kyrgyzstan. Okay, um, yeah, I'm excited that Antonina gets this fight. The opponent is short notice though, and I like Jamie Lee Navarre too. I've covered three of her fights. I've covered three of her fights, and you know what? I like the way she fights too. And it'll suck, man. That she was fighting for Bellator. She's 2-1 in Bellator, and I know that you're presented this opportunity. You're presented this big UFC opportunity, and you can't turn it down. You can't. You can't turn it down. And they gave Jamie Lee Navarre an offer that she couldn't refuse. Hey, here's your chance to be in the UFC. Oh, here go the stipulation. You got to get in and you got to find a way to defeat Antonina Shevchenko. Now, if I'm, and I see where Navarre, I see where she's going. I see that this may be her once in a lifetime opportunity. Do you know that less than, 2% of the people who fight make it to the UFC? I mean, did you guys know that? Less than 2% of anybody who fights make it to the UFC. That means you got hundreds of thousands of fighters who they will never make it to the UFC. They'll never make it. They'll never see a contract. Guys, there's a lot of fighters out there. If you go look at the list, there's hundreds of thousands of fighters out there, and each one of those fighters got a dream to make it to the UFC. But unfortunately, less than 2% of those people, 2% will make it. Like that's low. That's a low percentage. That means you're looking at one like out of every 100 people who fight could make it to the UFC, or one out of every 1,000, I think. I mean, I got to do the math, but it's something like that, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. TC, no, Antonina is not cutting down to 115. She's cutting down to 125, and this it's not Antonina's fault. Okay, it's not Antonina's fault. I mean, she had an opponent, Silviana Juarez, but she got injured. I mean, it's not Antonina. I mean, it's who they fight. See, on a contender series, you just don't have a lot of luxury. You just don't. Like, you literally have to fight who they put there. Like, Antonina can't negotiate and say, "Oh, well, I can't fight this person. I don't want to fight this person." Antonina don't have the luxury. If they was putting a 180-pound person in front of Antonina, she'd probably have to fight him, but I'm sure Roger would be like, no. But for Jamie Lee Navarre, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, and I would never expect her to say no. If I was her manager, I probably would have said yeah. I'd say no. Let's really work on your skill set. Let's be the best that you can be, and then let's move up when we're supposed to. But man, to some fighters, this is it. Okay, this is it. Okay, let's get some people in on the stream. I see my man George Page. He's normally here on the panel. Shout out to George Page, man. I see George Page. Okay, some of the regular guys that want to get in on this. It's always good. Maybe Mary Thomas will roll through. Who knows, man? Because they don't get their notifications, and it's starting to piss me off, really, man. Because I do a live stream, and then you'll get all these people leaving me messages, Coach. We missing your live stream. Now it's up to about 30 people. Like, I'm not getting a live stream. It's starting to piss me off, man. It's getting to the point where you get so pissed off, man, with YouTube. Like, why? What the hell is wrong with YouTube? What is wrong with YouTube? Is something wrong with YouTube, y'all? Something very wrong. You know? And I'm not one to be mad and judge and all. I'm not one to do that. Keith Brown MMA, my boy Ed Harris the third. Okay, George, we already own it, man. We already own that, George. We already own it. Okay? Okay, for those of y'all that you're not getting notifications, just sub and unsub very quickly. Okay, that's all you have to do. Because you know what, man, with the subscribers I got, the guys on this channel, we should be having, at least 80 to 90 people in here every time we go live and talk about this stuff. We should. Okay? Because I got about maybe 1,100 diehard boxing fans, okay? I got about maybe 800 diehard track and field fans. I got another 200 people that's health and fitness. And then I got another 100 people that's other stuff that are motivational. And then the rest of them are women's MMA fans, okay? The rest of them are women's MMA. And somebody just did it, okay? Yeah, it's YouTube's. It's YouTube's, man. It's a YouTube thing. Yeah, it is a YouTube thing, man. YouTube is a trip, man. And it's like, they want people to stop complaining about AdSense, which I don't complain about it, but they want people to stop. And then when you have a chance to go live, YouTube just, man, they making all kind of just like technical errors, man. And whoever you are that just joined the family, thank you for joining the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports panel. I mean, the family. My man Ed Harris III been doing a lot of groundwork, man. Shout out to my boy Ed Harris III. Okay, Ed Harris III, man. My man Dennis Espinoza. Okay, Dennis is going to be helping, and I'm going to start the uh, the Lions Den Mixed Martial Arts Community Facebook page. So we're going to start that. We're going to get that going. I got to give Dennis the layout for it, and then pretty much let him do what he want to do with it and post stuff. Cause I'm not gonna be able to post. I'm moderators of about 10 different Facebook pages, but I figure, man, we doing all this work on this channel. Hey, why not? Why not? Have a Facebook group? Why not? All right. So let's talk about this fight. So I wonder if Antonina will move up to 135 if she wins her fight tomorrow. I think she's too big. Well, she can make the weight. I mean, she makes that weight. Um, I just think that I don't know the decision. Antonina really wanted to fight at 125 pounds. I think she would move up. Okay, I think she would. Okay, I think she would move up to 135. I think eventually she would have to. Okay, but I think right now, she really wants to fight with her sister at 125. And I think both of them want to dominate the division. See, I have a thing, because it's the same thing, too. People say that Sarge Eubanks is too big. Well, if Sarge can make the weight, if she can literally technically make the weight and not have to go to the hospital, then, okay, it's good. They big, though. Antonina is going to be a big flyweight. Yep, she's going to be a big flyweight. But she can successfully make the weight. Okay, and I think that's what it is. She can make that weight, and I don't think Antonina, like, look, I can make the weight. I'm going down there. I'm gonna fight at 125. I'm gonna be a flyweight. Okay, I don't know what they're gonna do though when if her and Valentina move up the ranks. I don't know what they're gonna do if they literally Antonina is the number one contender for the title. If Valentina is if she's successful, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they would figure that out. Would they fight? My answer to that is no. I don't think they'll fight. Okay? I don't think they fight. That's just how it is. Okay, TT. TTTTT. She says she read an article that states that girls are 135 too big for her. I'm not sure if she was misquoted, but that's what I read. May have been misquoted. Who knows? We really don't know. George, I'm waiting on you, bro. Waiting on you. I'm not really sure, but I think Antonina she's fought at 135 for a long time. I think she's fought at 135, and I think that I don't know, man, she tired of the weight. And in her last Muay Thai fight, the girl that outweighed Antonina had to work, man. And I actually looked at her last fight when she fought Claire Baxter. And Antonina looked like, Antonina was getting gassed, man. Like Claire Baxter was wearing her out. And it's like, it wasn't that Claire Baxter was just beating her up, but it's just the physicality of Claire Baxter is right there. It's right there in Antonina's face, man. And Antonina had to use her skill sets. Like she had to really get in there and bang with Claire Baxter. She had to. I mean, Claire's a big girl, man. And Claire Baxter damn near looked like she came in there at over 160 pounds, okay? Like, Antonina was literally fighting against a 165 pounder. And Antonina coming in probably into the fight, maybe she hydrated up to about 140. I mean, that's it, man. So you in there with somebody who outweigh you by 25 pounds, man. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight, okay? And I think Antonina just tired, man, of girls coming in trying to overhydrate so they can have a size advantage, okay? I think, okay? I don't know. I don't think Mackenzie Dern can beat Antonina Shevchenko. TC, you got to understand, Antonina is very good at MMA, man. She good. She just as good as Valentina. I mean, Antonina would get in there and she would decimate Mackenzie Dern. Sorry, man. She decimate her. Antonina Shevchenko would defeat Mackenzie Dern. And she would make it look easy. She'd make it look easy. Okay, my man George Page is in the house. Got him here. What's going on, George?
Yo,
Okay.
you're doing.
Yeah. TC, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Mackenzie Dern cannot beat Antonina Shevchenko in any form of combat. She can't beat her. It won't happen.
Oh my God.
I promise you, if they fought each other, Antonina Shevchenko would take her to school. She's not, man. She's
But
not typical. She's not typical. Hey,
Donald Dern, oh,
yeah,
that girl's gonna get that girl get chopped and screwed.
yeah, man.
So
Yeah,
like you can't compare.
Dern can't beat Antonina Shevchenko, man. I mean, she can't do it. Okay, she can't do it. And it's not that I'm saying that Dern is garbage. Dern is good in BJJ. Now, if it was a pure BJJ tournament or a competition, I think Dern could probably beat Antonina. If it was pure BJJ. But see, once you take the BJJ practitioner from the mat, once you take the judo practitioner, the judoka from the mat, and you put them inside an octagon, everything is different. Okay, you can't get away with some of that stuff because the mat is only but so big, right? I mean, the mat, the judo mat, the
Mhm.
BJJ mat, it's only but so big. In the octagon, you got a lot of space to create, to make stuff happen. You have a lot of space. Okay? No, I mean, you've seen every fight. TC, you've seen every fight. She not her sister. No, they're different. They're completely polar opposites, but they both good in MMA. Okay? They both good in MMA. Antonina just been fighting Muay Thai. I mean, she been training MMA all this time, man. She been training. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, when she step into that octagon and she fight, hey, Mackenzie Dern get that. Mackenzie Dern want that work. Mackenzie Dern gonna get it. She'll destroy her, man. I'm telling you. They got some of the same skill sets, but they different. Antonina aggressive, man. She more aggressive than Valentina. Much more aggressive. I mean, y'all think Valentina, was aggressive against Priscilla Cachiera? I mean, y'all thought that? Well, shoot, you ain't seen nothing, man. Antonina is twice as aggressive. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. If Jamie Navarre wins the fight, I'm gonna give her props, man, because I like Jamie Navarre. I do. George, I like Jamie Navarre. If she win, I won't be upset. I'm an Antonina fan. I'm a Jamie fan. I like them both. I mean, I don't know, man. What kind of thoughts you
Well, like
got?
well, like I said, if she doesn't beat Antonita, she can probably still get a contract because they're looking for more women for the flyweight division, and if she has the skills, then yeah, she has a place. And some stuff for Antonita in her Muay Thai career, but like I said, you said before, there's a difference between Muay Thai and doing MMA. You just round it. When you do the MMA compared to the Muay Thai is just basically and like I said, I don't think Antonita and Valentina are not gonna fight each other. They're sisters. They love each other. They're competitive, but I think they're not gonna fight each other.
I don't think they're gonna fight each other either. Keith Brown, MMA and Boxing's in the comment thread. Reggie the Tree is here. My man Dennis Espinoza,
Yeah,
TC Johnson, all you guys, TT, you
CC.
guys up in here. Glad you guys in here. Um, okay, I don't know, TC. I think you're mistaken, man. I think you're mistaken. Antonina can fight going back. I think she can. And have you seen evidence of Antonina not being able to fight on the ground? Because the two MMA bouts that you saw, she fought one. It wasn't even in a cage; it was in a ring. And she fought Anissa Hadawi in MMA, and she dominated that fight. Okay, then she fought Valerie Demerge. She dominated that fight. Okay, she dominated the fight, and she showed her ground game. She got some takedowns on Anissa Hadawi. She got takedowns on Valerie Demerge. She got takedowns on those two ladies, and she displayed her ground. You got to go back and watch those fights. Matter of fact, Anissa or Valerie, they couldn't get up. They couldn't get back up. So I don't know. I gotta wonder, man. Antonina is she's decent on the ground. Okay, she's decent. And Antonina, to me, she tends to fight up to her competition. She tends to. Like, if the person is a great threat, like Claire Baxter, now in that Muay Thai matchup, Claire Baxter was big, man. Antonina was getting gas. She had to pull out. She had to pull out the stops. She had to go into her skill, and she had to go. Cause that Claire Baxter girl, man, that Claire Baxter wasn't no joke. But y'all gonna see. Y'all
Definitely.
gonna see if Jamie Navarre. You know what though? In my opinion though, now here go the thing, man. Jamie Navarre, her chance will be on the ground. Cause I don't think she can stand and let Antonina dictate a distance from her. If she do that, she gonna be in trouble. Jamie Navarre got to get in the pocket. Like she gonna have to. Okay. If Navarre does not get in the pocket, man, she's small, man. And Antonina's tall. She got the range advantage. She gonna eat Navarre up from the outside, and she gonna keep a jab in that girl face. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Navarre got to get a takedown and get Antonina to her back and see what Antonina can do on her back. I think, but Antonina, I think she got the same skill set as Valentina because when it come to the ground, they both working. They working the same technique, man. When they on that ground, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Antonina on the ground. But I think Jamie Navarre's her only chance is the ground. And I would rather, fight Antonina on the ground than try to stand with her. I mean, George, you go ahead, man.
That was just like I said. But anyway, like I said, you're right because like I said, it's kind of short notice for this for Jamie. I mean, she don't really have enough time to train and prep. I mean, the fight just come on. This is the weigh-in. See, and the other girl, she got injured. Was it about a couple of weeks ago?
Hmm.
So so it's kind of a short notice fight. She looks. I'm seeing from this picture. She looks a little strong, but she might be. She's probably more of a straw weight, but she's coming in probably at her natural walking around weight. She might have shaved off a few pounds here and there, but if she keeps it standing and she uses her kicks and her clinch and stuff like that, then she probably got it. If it takes the ground, maybe Jamie can turn out a win, but I don't know.
But see, this is a fight, man. This is something. I see why Navarro took it. I see why she took the fight. If it was me and if I was a
Everybody want to
manager,
go to UFC.
yeah, man, it's an opportunity, man. And see, when you looking at like less than what 1 or 2% only make it to the UFC, and that's people dream. I can see like she thinking in her head, you know what, this my chance. Okay, I've been fighting in all these little garbage organizations, and I got the Bellator, thank God. But you know what, Bellator not the UFC. You know what? Okay, I need to do this now. If anything, I'm gonna take a chance on myself. I need to do this now. And that I'm sure that was her thinking. But me, if I was her advisor, and some of these fighters, man, they really do need an advisor, man. They need somebody to tell them
Mm-hmm.
not to do dumb stuff, man. And I'm not saying she's stupid for doing it, okay? I'm just saying like, if we take her age, let's look at how old she is, okay? Let's look at Jamie Navarre.
How old is she?
Okay, I'm finna find out now. Okay, we're gonna find out her age. I think she might be 29, man. And 29, that's like okay, like you right there, man. You know what I mean? You're right there. You're
How
kind
many?
of you're in your prime. Okay, you're in your prime. And I spelled Jamie Lee
Mm-hmm.
name wrong. God Almighty, Queenie gonna be mad if she watched this video. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I spelled her name wrong.
Just
That's okay.
uh,
I fix it. Guess what? I'm
but
good at the edit game.
but uh, but like this, she should ask for a guaranteed contract, even though she loses. That's somebody. Her manager said we want a guarantee contract there. We got a contract to fight in the UFC, and then like I said, she's probably 140, 170, something like that, walking around, and she's more natural fighting weight. Probably she's probably more of a straw
Uh-huh.
than she is a fly. And especially the strawweight division is kind of stacked. They can always use more fresh blood because you and all that brand new to come in.
If she can give a good account of herself, like to be honest, if she can actually give a great account of herself, then yeah, I mean, maybe she might get a contract. If she can impress Dana White enough, maybe, maybe he might consider her for
Yeah.
some type of contract. It would suck, man, to do all this work, man, and then have to go backwards.
Hmm.
Like have to go
Yeah.
backwards. And I know it's short notice. It's extremely short notice, but at the end of the day, man, what is she?
And
What is she gonna do?
well,
Like, what is she
I think
really
there's
gonna
no
do?
sense that she's. I think this says she's 33.
Okay, she's 33. Yeah, see, she at that age, man, where okay, you know what?
Mm,
I gotta do this now. Um,
yeah.
and so I
More
don't
like.
I don't blame her, man. I don't blame her. Yeah, as her advisor, I would say, yeah, take this fight, but you know, we need some kind of guarantee, at the negotiation table. Like, look, I would have been
No, I think
negotiating
he's
my
talking
butt
about.
off. I would have been
I
negotiating my
think
butt off, man.
he's talking about.
Do
Maybe
what?
we're talking about Antonina.
Oh
He might
yeah,
be talking about
yeah. Antonina's
Antonina.
Antonina's 33. Yeah, and
Okay.
actually for Antonina too, man. It's you know what? It's time,
Do or
man.
die.
Yeah, man. Like she ain't getting younger. At 33, you're not getting no younger, man. You are getting older,
This is
and you're leaving your prime.
like they should have done this.
And I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
man. I'm an
Well, they
Antonina.
should have done.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm an Antonina fan, and just in her last fight against Claire Baxter, man, she didn't look as good as she normally do, man. She didn't, and and I started thinking in the back of my mind, well, okay, is age starting to catch up with her? And I'm like, well, no, because she's 33, and I started putting two together. Well, Claire Baxter was big, man. Like Claire, I'm telling you, man, she came in at about 165 pounds. Antonina walking around, probably going into that fight at about 140 after she hydrated. Like it's you have to look at that and it's like, well, damn, what is Antonina gonna do? Like it's that fight war, and I finally saw like her like really in the corner, man. Like they were trying to get her cooled off, man. Like Claire Baxter, them big girls. Yeah, man. So I'm thinking, she tired of dealing with the bantamweight division. She's probably tired of it. She want to get in a division where she think that she can, maybe even be more dominant, Or as TC said,
Mhm.
maybe she want a size advantage, or maybe she just want to, go in there because Valentina there, maybe her and her sister want to
Mhm.
dominate the division together. Who knows? Who knows? But
Well, one.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Okay. But one thing it should have did, like it should have had Judge Stern for the tough seasons for that. Instead of having a lightweight division where the pretty much the lightweight's dominant, it should have did this. It should have had the flyweight for that last year's tough season. And for this tough season that's over, the one with Stipe and DC, they should have did the bantamweight women just because they need some. They need more bantamweights and done the featherweights instead of just doing men's heavyweight. And then you could done this season coming up. They could have done the men's heavyweight and the guys lightweight.
Mm.
You know, just go ahead and try to get the women's set up as fast as you can because then by the time if they like I said if they did like this
Hmm.
and they went ahead and that first it was did the flyweight and switch it up say okay let's do the feather and the fly and then this season they did the women's bantam then you already have somebody in the UFC ready to fight Cyborg when they're ready.
Mm. Well,
But again,
we'll stay. Let's do this. We'll get into Cyborg a little later. Okay, we'll get into Cyborg. We'll talk about her a little later. That's later on in the program.
yeah.
But okay. So with this whole thing, man. Okay, when I look at Jamie Lee Navarre and I look at her resume, I look at who she's fought. You know, she hadn't seen nearly the strikers, man. You know, I mean, she fought against Jamie Thornton, who was a natural strawweight. And I got to give, TC is right on that area, and Jamie Thornton beat her, like natural strawweight. So Jamie is small, and she beat her, and Sarah D'Elio been beating up on everybody, man. It's like Sarah D'Alio been going from weight
Mhm.
class. She been in 3 weight classes beating people up, man. And she and I figured she would lose to Sarah D'Alio. That's a veteran who been
Ouch.
around. She got beat up, man. She got hit, got beat up, and then got put in an armbar. And but she's been winning. She's been on a 3 fight winning streak. But on a 3 fight winning streak against some straw weights, one flyweight, and when you look at their two who they faced on paper, it should be Antonina winning by a landslide. Okay, it should be a slaughter. It should be a slaughter. And I can't see this girl, and I like him. I've talked to Jamie. I've talked to Queenie. I've talked to her on Instagram, and and again, I'm supposed to be doing an interview with her. But I have to be real. I'm not gonna lie to these fighters. I'm not gonna save face. I would tell her, hey, if she said you think I win, I'm be like, I don't know. I don't think you can. I think Antonina's gonna win the fight. I would tell her that. But I'll be very respectful. If I told her that, you know, I'd be real respectful. I don't know, man. It just don't look like on paper she can do it. Just don't. And
So
Antonina,
they're just pretty much.
has had more fights, man, than 5 MMA fights. And people keep thinking that Antonina's only had these 5 fights. That's no, that's not true. She's had a lot more fights, man. She's had a lot more fights than 5 MMA fights. And that's where people get it confused. Like, well, I don't know what Antonina can do. I know what Antonina can do because she's had some fights before she even was really well known. She's had fights. So yeah, man. And then you're in there training with all these different people, man. You're training with Valentina. You're training with Rose. I mean, you're training with Roberto. You're training with Roberto Sanchez. That's another 125
Mhm.
pound guy that he real good. He in the UFC. So you training with them day in and day out, man. It's brother. It's a wrap.
And plus, Pavel had, like I said, plus Pavel has a plan. He always has a plan.
Yeah, you got Pavel orchestrating all this stuff, man. Pavel's orchestrating everything, and it's one of these things, man, where it is, man. It's one
Well,
of these
like I
things.
said, when would you think they would finally put her in a in a UFC fight? Like would they wait for a pay per view? Would they do it on a fight night? Would they put it like one of the like the UFC passes or one of the prelims things? What do you think? She's a superstar in Muay Thai. And she's just as popular as put her in something where more attention on her.
See, in my opinion, man, I think that and I know how the UFC work, man. I know exactly how these fools work. And Antonina gonna get that win, and they gonna wanna sign her immediately. Okay, they're gonna wanna sign immediately. It's gonna be a no brainer. They're gonna sign her. Okay, um, she's going to, she's gonna, get signed. They're gonna sign her quickly. Because Dana White's gonna be impressed, and Dana White not stupid. Dana White know who the hell Antonina is. He know who it is. Dana White done seen her fight. He done seen everything, and I'm sure he done seen Jamie Navarre fight. But you know, he's gonna after this fight, Antonina will get signed to a contract if she's victorious. Okay, that's it. That's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it ain't gonna be no
Like I
and I won't be surprised if Antonina gets a contract right there after the fight. I won't be surprised
mm-hmm.
if they give it a contract immediately. So
I
it's gonna be
think
and see for Jamie Lee Navarro, you know, it sucks, man. It sucks because she may not get a contract no matter how good she fights. She
like I said,
legitimately will have to knock. She gonna have to knock Antonina out. Okay, she gonna have to knock it out. I know the stream health, man.
mhm,
This live stream starting to piss me
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Keep going in and out. The stream slowing
yeah,
down. People leaving because the
yeah,
stream go to and people coming in and out. Man, this YouTube got to do
yeah.
something about this, man. God, dog.
You two don't want. You already talking about Facebook trying to start paying charging people to be on it, and YouTube will be far behind. But like I said, one point is like if Jamie don't get a contract with the UFC, there's always a Victor. And, and Victor's a satellite company to the UFC. She can fight there for a couple of years. Like I said, if she's still just in her, like she said, if she's in her late 20s, early 30s, She can put a year or two in there, and like I said, she's an attractive young lady, and if she can, put up good fights and have a good like maybe even win a title, they'll probably give the call and bring her up, or they might just say, 'cause, well, if we all know that they're not going to do another tough because when they move to ESPN, the ESPN don't want to have tough anymore.
Mm.
So they can might bring him back on maybe a contender again, and maybe first, like I said, like prep, she came in last minute, and I think they feel like maybe they would say, well, we owe her this opportunity, so maybe get her fight, and she would fight her more her fighting weight,
Hmm.
like as a straw and as a fly.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it could be true, man. It could be true. That for both of these two, they both 33, man. They both 33 years old, and I'm like, yo, man, what, okay. They don't have no time. So Jamie Lee Navarre, she got to take this opportunity. Antonina definitely got to
Mm-hmm.
go in here and just beat this girl. And it's not Antonina's fault. She didn't ask to fight this girl. I mean, her opponent got injured, and that's who they replaced her with. So it is what it is, man. It sucks for Silviana Juarez who don't get this opportunity, but Jamie Lee Navarre was like, "Yo, I'll fight her. I'll fight her." Okay, so we're gonna skip to the next part of the program. Okay, they both made weight, by the way. Okay, I want to go to the first thing on the list, man. Okay, and that's what we need to boycott if Nunez and Holm have a fight. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm boycotting that fight because that's not the fight that's supposed to be, man. I'm not finna sit here and watch Holly Holm receive another title shot because of who she is. Okay, because of who the UFC thinks she is and how much money the UFC think that she can make. Okay, because I wouldn't have had no problem with it if they would not have canceled the Cyborg Nunes fight to let Rocky Pennington fight Amanda Nunes. Wouldn't have had no problem with that. Okay, but they gave Rocky Pennington an opportunity. So no, I'm sick and tired of Holly Holm getting these opportunities for what? You know what? I'm boycotting the hell out of that fight. In fact, if they fight, I'm thinking about not even doing a post-fight analysis, and this will be a fight that I stream. I will stream the crap out of this fight. I'm telling you, I'll stream it. I will not put money into their pocket.
Because
Okay?
I know, coach.
I'm
I
not
know,
gonna do
coach.
it.
You know what? But like I said, it. You're. I would say just go ahead and do it, and because
Nope.
you can't. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it. It's
See,
gonna happen. It's already set.
I'm not giving them
I,
my
I
money.
you know, I
I,
mean, I would
I'm
like to see. I probably will be able to see it because it might
I'm
come
not.
on, and if it's gonna be on pay per view, I ain't gonna pay it,
I will. I mean,
and I
see,
probably be,
I will buy a pay per view because I support the ladies. I mean, if I support them, I
mhm,
support them with videos and my money. Okay, so my thing is, okay, nah, I'm not paying any more money to watch Holly Holm have another opportunity at a time. I'm not finna do it. I will stream it. I will stream it. I'll stream it, and I'll talk junk. Okay, I'm not. I don't want to see that mess.
mhm.
Look, your Amanda Nunes. You got your funky ass on the microphone, and you start saying, okay, I want to fight Chris Cyborg. Well, no, you shut your damn mouth and you get in that octagon. See, you and your girlfriend Nina Ansaroff, had the nerve, the fruity fecal matter fruitcake sitting there running their mouth talking about, yeah, well, she's ready for Cyborg right now. She's ready right now. Oh, really? She's ready for Cyborg right
Oh
now?
God.
Well, then, Nunes, shut the hell up, okay? And let's fight. Because now, you know what? I thought your foot was broke. And Ed Harris III been exposed. I thought her foot was hurting. How about 10 days later, she riding a bicycle? Going off, riding like she riding a BMX bike. I'm so sick of
Mhm.
Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes just been a, man, she ain't been the worst champion, but boy, she ain't a good. I don't think she a great champion. No, I ain't trying to hear that. She ain't no great champion. What kind of champ is this, man? Running your mouth behind the scenes and see. And I'm gonna tell you, it was really convenient for her to use Cyborg. It was so convenient because nothing was going on with Amanda. They couldn't even find anybody George to fight her in the damn division. They wouldn't even and they screwed Ketlin Vieira, who should have been fighting her. Okay, and ain't nobody gonna buy a pay per view anyway watching Amanda Nunes. What, 85,000 people bought the pay per view with Amanda Nunes headlining. That's way to go, Dana. Way to go. Should have had a fighting Cyborg like you said you would. You bald headed whisker biscuit bastard. Like,
Well, like I said, it's you know, I'm surprised that as we said before, Amanda's not his one of his favorite fighter. I would think he will probably want to sacrifice her like a lamb to slaughter to Cyborg just so he can get some, just to get some money on, just to get
uh,
back some money on pay per view. But he seemed like uh, it's just, and I think more likely, we said this before, is a good shot that maybe Nina get on the jet with Dana and say, hey, I don't want my girlfriend to get beat up by a cyborg, so let me do a little something for you, and you do a little something for me, eh?
well,
Because
I don't know all that, man. I don't know, and I don't even think Dana would be attracted to Nina. I don't think a lot of people would be attracted to Nina. I think Amanda's attracted to Nina. So I don't know if that went down. But here's what I'm saying. Okay, and I'm gonna ask okay, so TC, Amanda literally was limping around, man. Like she was limping around on the foot, and one of her trainers had to carry her around. She couldn't even put weight on the foot. Now you telling me 10 days later you could barely walk on the foot, and now you riding a bike at full speed? And you gotta flex your foot when you pedal a bicycle, okay? I mean you gotta flex your
mm-hmm.
foot. You gotta extend your toes. Then you gotta flex your foot back up when you bend your knee. Nah, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. I ain't trying to hear that. Look, Amanda Nunes is one of the worst champions to ever hold that